Hi, this is Sylvia Farnstein, and I am on the air with Mike King. He is widening the lens of humanity, and I'm so happy to be a part of his journey.
In a world where quality business information is needed, we bring you On the Mic with Mike, the leading social enterprise business show in RVA. Join Mike King, the partnership guru, as he delivers game changers in Metro RVA. On the Mic with Mike showcases how business can help make society better. He discusses tech, culture, innovation, best business practices, and highlighting area nonprofits. Join Mike Monday through Friday, because it is the place where the best and brightest come to chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the Mike, the premier business radio program. I am your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. What we do here is we showcase RVA in a different way. The sound you're listening to and what you're viewing is coming from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. You can follow me on social platforms on the Mike of Mike RVA, as well as Mike King Biz. Alrighty, so we'd like to give a shout out to all the outstanding businesses that are out there. All right, so now we have Chester Estates in an event.
Yes.
We got to get the whole thing in there. Man, welcome to the program. So tell folks who you are and what you do.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is Marisella Clark, and my husband and I own Chester Estates in an event, which is located in Disputanta, Virginia. And yes, that's how you say it.
I didn't know.
So we are just here because we love people, we love the Lord, and we want to give back to the community. We want to do for them what God has done for us. So what we have is a venue event, and we do what we do is bring community together, restore relationships, restore building the bridges that have been destroyed lately. So we are a minority couple, and we understand about bridging buildings. So we want to do weddings and family reunions and parties, but also team building for corporate and churches and bringing in the inner city kids. Just last fall, we had a fall festival that we brought our neighborhood together, and we want to continue to do things like paint night and just girls night or whatever it is that churches need from us. We are doing a program right now that is going to be helping the community, and we're calling it Restoring Hope in a way, so that we could bring those people that have suffered from addictions and alcoholism to bring them into some recovery.
All right, so that's outstanding. And you do talk about the business, but you got to us in a different way.
Yes.
Explain to our listeners how you got to me.
Well, we went to a Restore Hope gala, and it was to help fundraising for a trafficking organization, which is really mostly based from our church as well, and that is Life Co.
Okay, that's we had the conversation before. You can't come in here and say your church without, it's okay. Let's get the elevator pitch, the church shout out.
Yes, it's Life Co in Chester, and we're a very dynamic and loving church. It's interdenominational, intercultural, and we just love it. So, hey, guys.
There you go. Shout out to the church doing big things. All right, so Linda Hawkins is a person that I had met doing some really great things. A lot of times people don't understand trafficking.
Right.
So a shout out to Synapse. So I went to a meeting with Synapse, and there were Synapse, I'm not sure if you know, it's a networking group. It's a networking group based on good. And so they have a bunch of different organizations that they support. And we went to a meeting for a nonprofit, and they dealt with trafficking.
Right.
That was disturbing. The men in there were just shell shocked
Wow.
when you start to hear how big a problem it is for human trafficking.
Yes.
And so
and it's all ages and even all sexes, so they also they're zeroing in on the young, the old, the males, the females, anybody can be a traffic victim.
So you were at an event and you bid on helping the organization, and so you get here and you had the winning bid.
Yes, I did.
All right, and so one of the things we always talk about is you have the business, and events it's for events, it's a space, you're doing good things, but you really got here because you had helped out a nonprofit.
Correct.
Why is that so important to you and your organization?
Because that's the heart of it all. That's the heart of our business. That's the heart of our passion. We want to leave a legacy of love and commitment to each other and to the church.
All righty, and so Disputanta, that's how you said it.
Disputanta.
Disputanta.
Yes.
It sounds far, but it isn't really.
No, not really. It's about 30 minutes from Richmond, so outskirts of Richmond. So it's easily obtainable because it's right off of 295 and 460. So if you're going down to the beach, we're there.
Okay. What kind of, okay, so, and you have everything wrapped into one. So your husband was a military man, a government person, but he's what is it called? He does weddings.
Oh, he's an officiant.
An
yes.
officiant.
So he also can, officiate over the ceremony.
How does one get to be that?
Just a license and money.
Okay, so, all right, so person comes in. What did you guys learn about this business coming back from COVID?
Oh, yes, loneliness, it's depression, people that were scared and fearful. And so what we want to do is make sure that they know that my environment is a very safe environment, that they do not have to be fearful, that we take very strict measures to make sure that everybody is safe, but to reconnect with people, reconnect not with just media, but reconnect with relationships, have family reunions where they can see each other again and just celebrate life, special events in their lives.
Because events is a big day. A person comes to you, you guide them. A lot of times people don't know what they don't know.
Right.
They just need a cool place to have it, and yours is it. Talk about the kind of things that you guys have there and some of the things that people can do.
Okay, well, we have an 1845 mansion that was built back then in the Civil War times, more or less. And we did have Robert E. Lee's army, or legends say, and also the Union Army stayed there. The owner of the house.
Okay,
It's historical, it's the historical site.
exactly. Okay,
Yes,
so you're from Cuba,
yes,
okay, and your husband's from where?
from Ohio.
Oh, all right. How do you guys get to that property, that historical property?
Well, I'm a nurse, so I was looking to retire to do something that I love, which is people. That's why I'm a nurse. I'm a people person. And my husband has more of the, skills for everything. Actually, he can do just about everything in the house, including business. He works for a company that works for Homeland Security, and he's in computers and technology. So we're a good pair.
Yeah, it's worked. How long has it worked?
We have just started. So we owned the house for about 5 years, but we really, because of COVID, could not get all of our permits. So we're just starting to open now. So this is our first real opening this year.
So your husband, he does all of that handyman stuff too?
Yes.
He's that guy?
Yes, he
It's
is.
normally when you have that person, they can do the computer stuff, but he's good with the
Everything, from
Fine.
lumber to, electrical, some electrical to all the groundkeeping. Yeah, so we're glorified housekeeper.
And it's worked for you guys for how long together?
We have been married for almost 40 years coming up.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're looking around for a property
Yes.
and then you see this one.
Well, I first was looking for land so that we could build, and I was looking for a place that I could make it into what I wanted to, and I just could not find anything. We had looked everywhere, Amelia, Powhatan, everywhere, just to see where we could go that had land, because Chesterfield really didn't have a lot of land. So I just one day plugged in B&B, bed and breakfast. So this property came up. It had been a B&B at one point. And I thought, well, that'll be easy to do because that's what I want to do. And then in the meantime, I can spread out into other things. So it is an actual B&B. I have 3 bedrooms that I rent out.
And you live there?
I live there. Yeah, we have a private wing that is for us.
So you knew that you wanted to get into that kind of a business?
Yes, I think so. You know, it just really come to fruition until much later, until I started putting the pieces together. But I wanted to have a grandiose place where
Bunch
I
of
could
people
have
there,
family
yeah,
come
okay.
in. Yeah,
You were always the caregiver, caretaker.
yes.
That was always you?
Yep, I was
Even as a kid?
nurse. Yep, even as a nurse with my baby dolls, with my next door neighbors and anybody else that needed some tending to.
You would be the person.
Yeah.
So shout out to my good friends over at Poplar Springs Hospital, sponsors the program. Kent, the chief of nursing, talks about compassion fatigue.
Yes.
And let's talk about nursing and care, and how do you save yourself? Because the caregiver won't stop.
Right.
Somebody got to stop the caregiver.
Yes, and that is me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Somebody has to.
I do have to find time to refresh and to renew. And that starts with prayer meditation every morning so that I can have the rest of the day to have it in focus.
Okay, all righty, so you have something, let's talk about some new and upcoming things. You guys are just coming out the gate, letting people know what's happening down there in Disputante.
Yes, very good.
That just sounds like it should be somewhere other than Virginia.
Well, let me tell you where that came
Okay,
came
thank you very
from.
much.
There was the couples that owned the, part of the railroad, and they were coming down the areas and they were naming all of those towns like Ivor and Isle of Wight and Wesley, all from England. And it came from the one of the books that they were reading. And so they came to my town, which was a water town at that time, because the water tower was there for the trains, and they disputed over the name. So it became Disputanta.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you hear and you listen to the program, because it sounds so good. This lady is here, and this is what we play when she walked into the room. Yes. That is good. So the idea, you want to be part of the community, you're going to use that. You also, it is a great business opportunity.
Right.
When you put it all together, when did you and your husband know, okay, we got something here?
5 years ago is when
You
we
knew.
Yeah, we knew.
COVID just got in the way.
Right.
Mm.
We don't let anything get in our way.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so how can people find information out there about you?
Okay, we are both on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we're also in our own website, Chester Estates in an Event, Chester Info. Any of those you can get to us, and you can see pictures of what we look like. We certainly want to be doing a lot of things coming up for the community, and one of them is probably not going to be until the fall again, so that we'll have some time to, recuperate. But we've been to bridal shows and we've given away 3 free weddings. When I first opened up and I had the open house, I had people submit an essay, and 3 of them submitted essays that I thought they were worthy, and I could not just give one. So I gave away 3 weddings. One of them is coming up this next weekend.
You made somebody's dream come true.
3.
Not somebody. 3 somebodies.
Somebody's, and I will continue to do that, especially, give another free wedding if I need to, in order to get the community to have a place to come together and be family.
All righty, Chester Estates in and Events. That's what we're talking about. One last time, how can people find you out there?
Okay, just call us or go ahead and call, or
There you go.
yeah, Chester Estates in and Events, VA.com. www.chesterestatesandEventsVA.com.
All right. So now you brought your notes along. Did we hit everything?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Because I know you're real shy when it comes to this media thing.
I know.
Exactly. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna have you go, because this one plays when you walk in as well.
Mike King says.
All I do is. Yes. Okay. I'll get carried away. Besides that, so now you have a family who's into service.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my husband was in the submarines for 5 years. Both of my boys are Marines, and we continue
They're
to.
not gonna hold that in.
No, they're not going to hold that against them.
No, shout out to all the Marines out there doing big things. So, it's nothing but love for
Yes.
folks who back in now. I hate to sound like the old man, but back in the day, people didn't join the Marine Corps, you didn't join the Army, you joined the service.
Yes,
You went to, where'd so-and-so go? He
right.
went to the service.
He went to the service,
He
right?
went to the service, so, and so that is, explain to people, our listeners, why that's important, what you put instilled in your children,
Mm.
and it's part of your family DNA.
Absolutely. It is about service. I came from Cuba, so I remember having to lose my identity. I remember having to lose my country. I remember having to lose my family to come to this land, which accepted us. They gave their open arms to us. And that's because what they did for me is who I am today. So I'm going to get a little.
Go ahead, tell me about it.
So that's why we believe in maintaining our rights and maintaining our voice and not losing it. And my kids right now, one of my youngest son is a detective in Richmond, so he was in the thick of it all while we were having the riots, and he was protecting our Richmond city and we're protecting their citizens. So I believe in that.
Way to go, Mom. That's what I'm talking about. Service above all. So on the Mike, that's what we do here. We talk so you're going to be here, so because this isn't a one-time deal. You're coming back.
All right.
And
yes.
so what you're going to hear is you're going to hear commercials about them and the things that they're doing. So when you need event space, when you need to go a place to chill, you want to have a great time, go to Disputante.
Yes.
That's it. There you go. On the Mike Maricella's here. We'd like to thank you for listening. We'll talk to you soon. On the Mike, the best business radio program around. Oh, one last time. Let's talk about Linda's. How can people find information about Linda's group?
It's the Hope Restore, but I don't remember.
Hope Restore.
Yeah, Hope
Just
Restore.
Google it. Linda Hawkins is out there doing some amazing things. Really on the front line of an important topic.
Yes.
It is important. I didn't even know it was like so much. You hear about, and you kind of think it's young girls,
Mhm.
but they're snatching up.
Everybody is a victim. Everybody is a target.
There you go. What we're here to do is shine the light on it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks now.
Thank you, everybody.